Quinn.
Well, it's always nice to get a point, especially against a team that manhandled you the last time you played them. 11 shots throughout the game. It was nice to get more shots in the first period tonight than we did the last time we played them, which is a good sign. Just a hard-fought game. I mean, Norman and I said after the game, probably both teams deserved the point. We had some chances, they had some chances, up and down. They got a 4-on-4 and a 5-on-3 goal, so again, our inability to capitalize on a power play cost us a point tonight. I'm kicking myself for not calling a timeout when we got the power play in the third period. Our top unit was tired. I should have called a timeout. We were a little bit discombobulated, and looking back, it dawned on me halfway through it, which is a little too late. But all in all, I like the direction we're going. We just played two of the top teams in the league, in the country, and tooth and nail with both of them. And I sense a change in our mentality. I sense a change in our purpose. I think we're becoming more mature. And for the first time in a while, when we were going overtime, you could feel that our guys expected to win a hockey game. And I think confidence is a funny thing, when you do something right over and over again, you become confident. And I think we've, over the last really 4 of our last 5 games, we've played pretty well and we've been pretty purposeful. Other than, and I think it's created a little bit of a new mentality for us. And I'm really proud of where we've come over the last 3 weeks.
So Ronan not only gets his first collegiate goal, it's a huge goal and a hard-earned goal due to his great work on the forecheck that caused the turnover.
Yeah, Collier too. I mean, Dylan Lawrence. That was, we did a pretty good job of getting around the net tonight. I thought we were more resilient down low. I didn't think we were as defendable as we had been. We won a little bit more battles, and Noonan goes right to the net, puts his stick down, and Collier makes a great play to him. So, it's good to see those guys get rewarded, and to me, it's a reflection of I think what our guys are a little bit starting to create from a mentality standpoint.
Seems like the first 2 forward lines are starting to get some chemistry, going. And some of the stretch, I think there were 4 2-on-1s that you had in the first period. Do you feel the same way?
Absolutely. Yeah, I really like, Danny Regan. I talked this week about, this is all new to him, and he's really starting to like playing the wing. And that's a good line. Rodriguez obviously has been out for a while, so I think he's still trying to catch up. But the other line, Holman, Lane, and Roberto, they bring a lot of energy. They play at a pace. They're playing responsible and simple hockey. They're going to create chances for themselves because they all can skate and they all have that nasty, water bug mentality where they can drive you crazy, and they all have some skill. So, those 2 lines are starting to form an identity.
Last couple of years, Holman would almost always pass when he got in those situations. Have you talked to him this more about kind of curbing that tendency a little bit and put more pucks on that?
Some people would call it yelling, but I've talked to him about it. Yes.
Early on, it seemed like you guys were maybe turning the puck over a little bit too much in transition and that kind of thing, but it kind of went the other way where you guys were getting the pucks in and you were getting them deep. What do you think changed over the course of the game?
Well, we've been talking about puck management. I thought it was one of the reasons we played well against BC and why we had a chance and why we were competitive, and we're just making smarter decisions. If you looked at the first goal, home goal was the first one.
Yeah.
Oxenden just makes a simple indirect one. The thing I've liked over the last 3-4 games, we've really done a great job of not throwing pucks to the middle of the rink without a purpose and just going indirect and having a guy coming over and supporting him. That's one of the reasons we've created those 2-on-1s. We've been quick with it, we've been purposeful with it, and I think they're starting to see, what happens when you just make that simple play. It's hard to tell an 18-year-old kid to chip it off the boards. It's a good play. That's not going to make the ESPN highlight, so they're not going to. You need to do a lot of brainwashing to get them to do it, So. And we're doing it more and more. When a guy doesn't have a play, we want to make plays, but you don't have one. Just indirect it, get it to the next zone, create a foot race for the other team. That's a difficult play. When someone goes indirect, you got to turn and go get it. because as an offensive player, you're facing the puck. It's very difficult to turn and go get it. And have an idea of who's around you and what type of pressure you have on you. And we've done a much better job of that over the last 3 weeks.
Aside from its magnitude within the game, how nice was it to see Rowan get a goal just for him?
It's awesome. I mean, he's such a good kid. He's, his family obviously means an awful lot to BU hockey, and I know BU hockey means an awful lot to his family. And for him to get a goal is, I'm sure, pretty special, not only for him, but for everybody. It was special for me to watch it. I mean, he's a great kid. He does a lot of great things, and it's fun to see kids like that get rewarded.
Any other questions? Thanks, Coach.